Okay. So I'll say I agree with MC. I agree with you, Ronnie. You gotta have communication to discuss, what works.
Yeah.
And I agree with MC that yes, intercourse that lasts too long is painful for both parties.
True.
It's a muscle on the man, it's a muscle on the woman, etc. Y'all know the physiology behind it and the psychology behind it too. I mean, even as much as having a hurt back, you throw your back out. You've been working too long. You've been in a certain position too long. Even that aspect of it, and then the aspect of the actual intercourse becoming less enjoyable because it lasts too long. I agree with that. So the faking part is this. In my personal situation, I let y'all into my bedroom life. When it's me that want to keep going, and okay. If I'm not going to reach an orgasm, I don't keep going. That's all I'm trying to say. Just because I physically can keep going, I don't keep going. Because I'm sensitive to her. You know what I mean? I don't want her to be bored. Not bored, but I don't want her to be uncomfortable. Because that's what we're really talking about. But I don't want her learning to say, okay, when you going to finish? When you going to finish? So, I think in that aspect of it, it becomes a consideration factor. So you're not always gonna be on the same page. Like, her body is not always gonna be ready to receive you. So if you rush in there, you're gonna hurt her. But we're talking about from the very beginning. If you don't use lube, if you need lube on that particular moment, and you don't use it, you're gonna hurt her. I don't want to go into more details.
Sex 101.
Right. I'm saying. So I think when they said that, because that's what I was thinking about. I was like, well, shit. Sometimes I can not climax, but I don't fake it, and that's the part that they said. They said it causes men fake it. So I was like, nah, I don't fake it. She knows when I don't finish, and I think that's what the answer, specifically the video, was making me fake. So for me, it doesn't make me fake. I say, hey, and hopefully she don't take it like you said, Ronnie. You said, well, what's wrong with me? I didn't make him finish. You remember you said that? Right. Hopefully she don't take it that way. Because
exactly. That's why you have to have that open communication.
Right.
Because otherwise, it can lead to that, and that causes a problem if you don't. And it's like, okay, well, shit. Okay, he's bored with me. He's gonna end up cheating on me, or that's it. That's done. Or, it's like you gotta have that open communication of what's the deal, what's going on.
But I think that also at the same time, not saying that it justifies it, that explains why they did it, I guess. Because they didn't want that feeling, and instead of having the open conversation, they took the coward way out. But again, I don't think it's ever actually caused me to fake or anything like that. But I guess instead of, like you were saying, when you get to the point to where you can't,
right,
their option was, let me just cut my losses and make both parties happy. I get to stop, and she doesn't get to have her feelings hurt, I guess. I don't know.
So, yeah. That's good. So I think that's the coward's way out, right?
Yeah, I didn't understand some of the stuff in there. I guess I could see how it happens.
Right.
But again, like you said, he did mention like men in like their 40s or whatever. So maybe when you get older it does. But to me it sounded like a lot of it had to do with watching porn just before she got home or something.
Right, that was the condition they put on there. They're like, he was like, guys watching porn before she gets home, he masturbates, and now she wants to have sex, and he's forced to perform, but he's not in his 30s, he's in his 30s, 40s, and 50s, so he can't just give back up, basically, is what it is. Mm-hmm. So that's when you do what? What do you do in that situation, Ron?
I don't know.
Think like a man. 1, 2, 3.
Do other things.
Thank you. Yeah, there you go.
But not lie.
Right. That's when you use.
Not fake it.
That's when you use
there's
your
other options.
imagination to do other things to please her. That's when. If no other time, I'm saying. That's the whole point. You don't just be like, oh, I'm not interested. But he said that the edge was dull. He said like they're not as interested anymore. Basically,
what does he mean by that?
I think he meant that, like, okay, well maybe she throws a hint that she wants to be intimate, and then it's like, I'm already satisfied. So,
But that's what I mean. Like, is he not interested because he just watched
finished,
porn, or is
right.
he not interested because he just came?
right.
Because
I think it's
I'll
because
just go
it
ahead
just-
and say that, like, for the 30 seconds after I come, I'm not interested in anything. I don't even want you around. So you gotta trade lightly for 30
You
seconds.
got to trade lightly for 30 seconds. That's the quote of the
Yeah,
night.
it just goes down to zero. It comes back quick. But
For 30
that's
seconds.
what I didn't understand what they meant, like, because it almost sounds like they're trying to blame it on porn addiction, but I'm still not getting it.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they touch on a lot of little subjects, but I think mainly the subject was it interferes. I mean, just in general, it just interferes with the for one, the ability of physical satisfaction, and two, the interest, the intimacy, the emotional interest, sexual interest in the woman. So I don't know. I can easily understand, but I don't fully. It doesn't fully
Yeah,
apply
I
to me.
don't-
But I'm saying it doesn't fully apply to me. I'm saying in my situation, it's easier for me to. And they talked about this in the beginning too. It's like, yeah, the woman don't always want to. She ain't always in the mood. You know what I mean? So I'm in the mood more, and it's been like that. Like I've always been that person. I've always been that person to be in the mood more. So what does that mean? That means that I've learned how. Obviously, I only got one child for a reason. I could go out there and I could have 10 kids. I could have 10 women, but that's not the life I choose,
Start calling you Crow Marty.
right?
So
so
9 kids, 8 different women.
exactly craziness. So I'd rather have 10 websites I go to than 10 women. So that's the choice I made. But I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh God, why have you forsaken me?" And I don't know what to do. Forget that. I got a solution, and that's my solution. It worked. It works for us. So I know when we do have intercourse that she's truly interested, because I'm interested every day, about 20 times a day. So we have intercourse. I know she is at a time when she's interested. And she knows I ain't even like to participate when she's just doing it because I want to do it. She's a good woman like that, but that doesn't interest me. It's not as enjoyable when it's just, obligatory intercourse. So porn is good.
In conclusion,
That's right. What we've learned today is, you can have a good relationship because of porn. You can be a faithful man. You can be a man of one child or whatever. Only have kids with one person because of porn. So
I ain't gonna lie, porn helps me function.
it does.
I would not function without porn. And here's the honest to God's truth. For a second there, I was thinking if I want to say it, but I already committed. So I watch porn every night before I go to bed because I can't sleep without it.
Wow.
And it's like the same thing at work too. Like like you were saying, your sex drive kind of builds up.
Right,
It's the
right,
same
right.
with mine. It builds up, and the porn just lets you let that pressure off, and it goes
Right.
back down.
Right.
If I don't, that's all I'll be thinking about. So I won't get to sleep. I'll
Exactly.
be at work. I'll
Looking
be
at
thinking
the
about
women
it.
differently.
I had to go ahead and put that out there. So
Looking at the women a lot differently because how they dress.
it helps me function and be normal.
That's right. It
It's
keeps
fun.
the normalcy. Good. We're gonna get some shirts made.
And I'm
that
not
say-
addicted yet, so I don't know what level you get addicted.
I know. Porn helps me function. Porn helps me be normal. We're gonna have to get some shirts like that. It's really, and we can go all the way back to, the 90s or whatever when we were taking our first sociology or psychology class, and they were like, "With this particular person had killed all these 18 women, if he never seen porn, if he never seen porn, would he ever keep raped and kill these 18 women? Or did it make it worse? Or did it make him go kill raping 18 women?" And I'm here to say porn does not make you murder. It doesn't make you rape. I stand behind porn on that. And yes, it's something that you should partake in after you become 21. But, fellas, we start way earlier than that. We start way earlier, way earlier than 18. So, I think if you can find, just like everything else in life, if you can find a functional balance, have at it, man.
In moderation.
In moderation, And I guess that's true. If you don't have an addictive personality, then you can be like us and be like, hey, there's some benefit to it. But if you have an addictive personality, then is no matter what it can be porn, huh?
I said tread lightly.
Tread lightly. It could be porn. It can be alcohol. It could be cigarettes. It could be gambling, whatever. But you're gonna be in trouble anyway. So I don't know. So all right, y'all. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. If you
Rosie's
want to chime in,
on.
what we got, Rosie?
Rosie.
Rosie. What up, Rosie Priceless? Rosie Posey. I always saw the post and had to tune in, right? She doesn't watch porn. Well, Rosie, do you watch porn? That's what we want to know. Does Rosie watch porn? She said, good answer. Always, okay. All right, great. All right. Let's say we want to thank everybody for tuning in. We got Sweet Pea, we got Ronnie C, we got Rosie Posey.
Say yes.
All right.
Say yes.
We got some guests. She said yes. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna take the stats now. Porn is good. How do you use your porn, Rosie? Want to do it too? What? Porn. And it makes you want to do it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Very happy.
That's too personal. Don't go into your life.
No, yeah. That's what I said. No, that's fine. That's good stuff. All right. So, thank you for tuning in, adding your 2 cents. We are gearing up next week. Oh no, this week, this Friday. Let me start this over. Because